Hi, Sean Walker, Tong D Boats here. Teaching my sons how to sand, and I thought I'd give you a little sanding tip. You're joining two pieces of fiberglass together. Well, we've already joined them yesterday, and we've been sanding today. And this is just gel-coated fiberglass. We're making a mold. And with this yellow stuff here is just regular signboard. It's put down to protect the mold where we don't want to scratch it. So we've already fiberglassed these two pieces together, and now we're sanding a groove in here. And the groove is going to be the bottom of the hull, so you want pieces come together. You want to have a little curve here. I want a little curve. I don't want a sharp curve. I just want a little curve here. And the way you do that is with a sanding block, of course. And this is the sanding system I come up with. Really easy. This is a handle for a file. So what you do is you would put the file in that hole there, and you got a handle for your file. But we're not doing that. What we're using is for a handle for sanding. You can grip on it. This is your sanding block and get a nice grip. And in Thailand, these handles cost about 10 baht, which is about 30 cents. So it's really cheap thing to do. It'd be cheap. Use a broom handle if you want, right? So what I did is I got this handle and I got my sanding block, which is a piece of plywood. I curved it a little bit so it fit the profile better of the handle. And then I just took a couple screws and I drilled some pilot holes in the handle and I screw it in there. And I haven't took it off yet. I've been using it for about a day. And so this is a piece of plywood for the sanding block, right? Now you see this has a curve to the profile of the sandpaper. That's the profile that we want inside of the screw. So that's how that works. And the way you attach the sandpaper to the block is you use super glue, elephant glue, whatever kind of glue they call that in your country. It's just that clear glue that you put on and you hold it down for about a minute and it dries. And it dries and it doesn't come off. So much so that I try to peel it off from time to time and I couldn't do it. So now I just put them one layer on top of the other, and eventually I'll have to get a new sanding block probably. But it works very well. And this is almost a perfect tool. It fits your hand just like it would if you were using it as a file, and it's got a little bit of a varnished surface to it. You can grab onto it, you get all kinds of grip onto it, and that's a lot better than using that little block. If you look using that little block, you'd have to grab it by the edges here, maybe push your knuckles on there, and by the end of the day your fingers look like this and your hands are hurting. And so what you do is you just use something like this. Get a broom handle, go to the hardware store, fix up anything you got. You can use plastic if you want. It's not a hard thing to figure out and do for yourself, but get something that fits your hand. And then you get down there, you can put some pressure on it. You can sand that fiberglass and it'll do a good job. There's 40 grit here, because it's fiberglass and it's hard to sand. And this is a nice tool I thought I'd show you today. And before I go, I want to tell you one thing. I always do. Don't forget to have fun. I really mean that. I think you guys are not having enough fun out there. And what's more fun than building a boat? In this case, a boat mold. So have a good day. Don't forget to have fun. See you later.